Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ric Blackwell. Iran's president says he'll honor the terms of the nuclear agreement as long as the other countries hold up their side of the bargain, too. President Hassan Rouhani called the nuclear deal historic in a live address to his country today. He says Iran will reduce uranium stockpiles and shut down some centrifuges in exchange for an easing of sanctions. Israel's prime minister is also speaking about the nuclear deal today. Benjamin Netanyahu says his country opposes it.
The deal would not shut down a single nuclear facility in Iran, would not destroy a single centrifuge in Iran, and will not stop R&D on Iran's advanced centrifuges.
Prime Minister Netanyahu wants Tehran to publicly commit to Israel's right to exist. Yesterday, Secretary of State John Kerry, along with his Iranian counterpart, announced the preliminary agreement. The final draft is due by the end of June. Well, in just a few minutes, President Obama is scheduled to speak about clean energy jobs at Hill Air Force Base in Utah. We'll be following the story. Stay with us right here on Newsmax TV. Meanwhile, a Pennsylvania woman is under arrest for trying to help ISIS. Police say 30-year-old Kiana Thomas researched ways to travel to Turkey, and she purchased plane tickets late last month. She also allegedly told an ISIS recruiter that she dreamed of going to the front lines to be a martyr. The Justice Department will not prosecute former IRS top official Lois Lerner. The House voted last year to hold Lerner in contempt of Congress after she refused to testify at a hearing about the scandal. Lerner was accused of targeting right-leaning groups who applied for tax-exempt status. In Alabama, a man is free after spending 3 decades on death row. Ray Hinton was convicted of murdering 2 fast food managers in 1985. The only thing linking him to the crime were 2 bullets found at the scene. Prosecutors dropped the case this week after using modern technology to show the bullets didn't come from Hinton's gun. Over 100 firefighters are trying to get a monster of a fire under control in Kentucky. Now, the fire at a General Electric plant sends thick plumes of smoke into the air. Officials on the scene say the building has collapsed, but there are no reports of injuries. In Kenya, the families of students killed during yesterday's terror attack wait to identify the remains. At least 147 people were killed by al-Shabaab militants during the attack at a university. Witnesses say the gunmen tossed grenades and targeted Christians during the 15-hour siege. An ex-pilot won't see jail time for wearing his uniform to get around security lines at an airport. This FBI surveillance video shows former pilot Josh Omansky wearing his uniform and badge to bypass security at Honolulu International Airport. And that's a look at your news. I'm Ric Blackwell. You're watching Newsmax TV.